How's everybody today? I haven't been drinking. I don't do drugs. It's just me. How's everybody today? I hope you're doing well. I hope the wishes from yesterday are you can see already. Bills paid, health coming, interesting news, happiness in the family. Ding! So, I've been getting a lot of comments this lately about how much you guys appreciate my videos. So I just want to say thank you for appreciating them. You know, I come here and do my little thing and talk about whatever, and you know, edit and go to bed late every night, but it's I enjoy doing it. Today I didn't do anything. I had a sore throat and felt a bit off last night, so I took some, I have oregano oil capsules, and I took a couple of those, went to bed, woke up this morning, took a couple more, took a couple in the afternoon, and feel great now. I feel back to normal, no sore throat. I had a nap this afternoon for about an hour, feel good now. So, what have I been thinking of? Well, what's happening here? Gossip. Listen, I don't want to say it too loud. Gossip. I have a friend who lives down the road. Moved here, I want to say 8, 9, 10 months ago, something like that. And to be honest, I don't have a lot to do with the local people immediate around my house, because I like my privacy, and I don't want to be in their business. I don't want to be in their homes. I don't want them in my business, and I don't want them in my home. I just want to be left alone and be quiet, you know. It's a mindfulness thing I've been practicing for years and years. The point was about being alone and staying alone for a reason, right? So I got some news through the grapevine from these people way down the road who knows people who live closer to me. I'll leave it like that. And I didn't realize how much DRUGS is in this area. And you know, I live in my own little bubble, and I've always been like this. I remember when I was in the green clothes, once you get past sergeant, you have to do these what are they called? They're like meetings every 3 months, a presentation every 3 months about all the new drugs that are coming out. And I'm like, why do I need to know all this stuff? And you know, the idea is if you see it while you're, you know, I worked in a school, but I still had to do it in case I seen my students playing with this stuff, the paraphernalia. Well, I've never been interested in drugs. It's just not something, you know, I don't drink anything to talk of, and I'm not interested in drugs. I'm crazy enough as I am. So where I'm stood right here amongst all these big trees, right? And so this is the road right here. This was all open, but I put this fence in and I let the vines grow up. These are wild vines, and there's a flimflaw over there, and the hedge is just behind that little tree I planted. It's all just to create a barrier to stop people from coming in here. But when I first moved here, there was all kinds of trash and Coke bottles and just garbage, because the kids used to come here in the evenings and play, right? Teenagers, so you know what they got up to. When I moved in here, then nobody said anything to me. They just didn't come anymore because I started closing it in so they couldn't come in. And so that what happened is they went down the road to where a lady plants corn. So where there's no, when she's not planting corn, they used to hang out there. Well, these other people moved in, and now they can't hang out there. And they got a bit annoyed with the people who moved in, to, you know, bought the property and moved in there. And so now they have to go down somewhere along the dirt road between here and the main road. So what I found out is there was a big DRUGS bust down there a couple of weeks ago or days ago, and some local people couldn't get their stuff, and I don't know anything about it, but I heard, what's it called? I'll spell it, YABA, right? So I did a little search on it and found out it's a methamphetamine. Like, okay, so what's the symptoms of that? And it described perfectly what she said these people were behaving like. I'm like, oh, so it goes to show you don't have to be in a city somewhere. You could be anywhere, and that. But I know that it's everywhere nowadays. So, but nobody comes here bothering me. They just leave me alone. You know, they don't come to my house and I don't go to their house, which is perfect, because I don't want them people coming over here drinking and doing drugs and stuff. Just leave me alone. But it's everywhere. I keep trying to record Sugar rolling around, but every time she sees me looking at her, she stops and watches me. In the evening, after she eats, she's got a full belly, she comes over here and rolls around in the grass. Full belly, I'm happy. I wanted to show you the river, how fast it's going, and what happens to the water. It goes all the way down. I didn't realize this, but I flew the drone down there. And it goes way, way down. But I followed it before, trying to find where the river goes and the road ends. So I put the drone up and I'm like, ah. So the river goes down there about, if you go to the other side of the river and follow it, the road ends. If you go this way, you can go past that area. But what it's doing is it's just going straight down there into fields. And so I got some drone footage of it. I thought you'd like to see. So one way of taking care of the flooding is pour in the fields. And you can see that that area, if you actually go over to the other side of the road and like stand and look, it's very difficult to see the other side. So you're talking like maybe 10 kilometers wide by, I don't know, 10, 15 kilometers long. It's one big crazy long field. So, and in there is where all the water's going. Okay guys, I'm going to sign off and say good night. Look after yourselves. Buckets of blessings. Rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. And I really hope peace, joy, and kindness fills your house. Have a good evening. Good night.